Have you had any of your vibrant clients come in asking for hair trend nostalgia? Well, I'm going to teach you the quickest way to create 90s chunky highlights. I'm sharing my placement, formulas, and everything else you need to know to nail your clients' nostalgic hair dreams. Hi friends, my name is Kate Perez, Caitlin Bridget on TikTok and Instagram, and Hair by Kate on YouTube. I've been getting asked for chunky highlights at least once a week in my salon. I honestly don't even remember what a baby light is anymore. I wanted to incorporate one of our brand new shades into this look, Silversmith from our Precious Metals collection. Anytime I'm working with a really cool toned color, I start my process by pre-toning the hair. I pre-toned my mannequin with Moonstone and 10 volume and a 1:2 ratio on damp hair and let her process for 20 minutes. I'll be using 2 different shades to create our look today, but once you understand the placement, you can add as many different shades as your heart desires. My first formula is straight Silversmith, an icy silver with a cool blue undertone to help really control the warmth. My second formula is going to be 2 parts lilac and 1 part blue tux to create an iridescent periwinkle that's going to complement Silversmith beautifully. To make this application go by super fast, we'll be working in 5 sections. A standard mohawk on the top of the head, from each recession point back to the crown. Everything underneath will be split into standard 4 quadrants, connecting from the mohawk down to behind the ear on each side, and the back split evenly down the middle. Starting with the front quadrant, we'll take a 1-inch diagonal back subsection and color that from base to ends using one of our shades. I typically choose this by asking my client if they have a preference on which color frames their face, but if they don't, I like to start with my lightest shade. In this case, we'll be starting off with Silversmith. Our next subsection will mimic the first, another 1-inch diagonal back. For our second subsection, we'll be using our periwinkle shade. Now, all we have to do is repeat this pattern throughout all 4 of our quadrants. So I'll work through the entire right side of our quadrants on the diagonal back. Then I'll jump to the left side and work backwards until we meet in the middle of the back of the head. Our final and most important section is the mohawk. This is the hair that's going to be most visible because it will create a veil over our 4 underneath quadrants. But even though it's the most important, it's actually the easiest section. We'll start in the front and take a 1-inch horizontal section. Doing horizontals across the mohawk is what's going to give you that really bold, chunky look that our clients are craving right now. We want to make sure that our pattern for the mohawk matches up with the pattern that we created in the quadrants. So we'll be starting with Silversmith in the front, and our next subsection will be periwinkle. We'll repeat this until we finish the mohawk section at the crown. I like to let my pastel semis process for 30 minutes at room temperature, then rinse with cold water and high water pressure. Rinsing with cold water is so important for this look because if you're using hot water, you're compromising the longevity of the color. For final styling, I let my clients know that they can wear their hair straight to get the most impact from their color, but if they're wanting to feel a little softer, adding some loose waves is amazing for diffusing the contrast a bit. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. Pulp Riot and I would love to see your chunky highlight looks. So please post what you create and make sure to tag us. If you want to see more hair tutorials and education, make sure to subscribe to Pulp Riot and Hair by Kate on YouTube. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!